How's it going?
How's it going?
Oh, you know, hanging in there.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah. Shit's crazy out there.
Welcome to House 4.
Welcome to House 4.
I'm looking at the wrong...
You're looking... Yeah, this is the problem with the television screen.
Yeah.
Is that you want to look at the television screen
I do,
instead of the
because
camera because...
there are people there, but...
They're not. There are people, but it's
Yeah,
us.
So anyways, welcome to House 4. The show where we do dumb stuff with drinks.
So today, the dumb thing that we're doing is we need to give some background on this.
We do.
I would say maybe a few years ago, I stumbled on this. There was like a kind of a viral video of the woman with the mint julep who is teaching you how to make a mint julep, and she sort of progressively gets more absurd.
Yeah.
To the point where then at the very end she's like, and then you don't forget to add Sprite. And you're just like, what is going on?
Because it's a key ingredient when you're making
Classic
mint julep.
mint julep ingredient.
Sprite.
Yeah, and there's like sweetened lime juice and like, it's
all the terrible things.
So, but most people, you know, that kind of went around the cocktail blogosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone kind of had fun with it, and then...
We had fun with it.
We had fun with it, but
We're
then...
still having fun with it.
I went to the other videos in that YouTube channel.
That's right, because there wasn't just the one.
Right, there was actually like 150 of these things, and they're all like 1 to 2 minutes long.
Yeah, not a large time commitment, I think.
And they are just absolutely showing you how to make the worst drinks on the planet. Like, I don't understand this YouTube thing. Like, how is this a channel? It's like they go to some bar in Florida.
Multiple bars in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at some point it ends up being sponsored by Oro Azul Tequila.
Right, so about halfway through the
we
run...
don't have.
Yeah, halfway through the run, it's just all the drinks become these tequila drinks because they got some sponsor that wanted them to only use their
Right.
their liquor. And so, but before that, it's just this... I don't even know how to explain it. It's just the most bizarre drinks. I guess it's like this weird time capsule of like how cocktails
Right.
existed in the Florida club scene circa 2006.
Right, and like, you try to make, if you were to try to make these at home, which we have, the measurements are very broad, to your own interpretation.
Yeah, half of the battle is just trying to figure out exactly what
goes
they're
into
doing,
the cocktail.
yeah.
There was one video I recall, no mention of what was in the drink whatsoever.
just
He just made it.
a pure sort of like Samuel Beckett-esque cocktail instructional video. Just like, who knows? Maybe I used tequila. Maybe I used rum.
You won't know. You have no idea.
So we decided...
Yes, we decided to share that experience with you. We have created a 3-part challenge, and Darren over here was brave enough to be the first to step up
Let's
to
do
the
this.
plate. Your first challenge is to recreate the cocktail exactly how the video shows.
Right.
Measurements.
Ingredients.
Fake measurements. Ingredients.
If they spill, which they do way too much
Yes.
for a 1-minute video, then I also have to spill.
You must spill.
Okay.
If need be, extra props would be involved.
Okay. We'll find out.
We'll find out, but exactly true to the story. You know, you don't want to change the narrative.
Got it.
Your second task, this might be the most difficult, I think, is to take the ingredients that you are given and create a more palatable version of it.
Using exactly those ingredients.
Using exactly those ingredients, and you can't say, oh, I don't like, you know, sweet and lime juice, so I'm not going to use it. No, you got to use it.
Right.
But you...
And I can't get out of it by, like, just putting a splash, right?
No,
like, I have to use a solid amount.
Unless they use to splash themselves.
Okay.
You have to use at least, I would say, maybe like a 1/4 ounce.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. That's fair.
And then Darren comes the fun part. Third round.
Finally.
Is called the freestyle round.
Hell yeah.
You take that I guess you take your interpretation of what you think this cocktail is.
Like what they were going for,
Yes.
kind of like what, yeah.
The spirit.
Right.
The essence.
Yep.
Of that cocktail, and I want you to create something from the heart.
Right, and I can use any ingredient at that point, right?
Any
Now
ingredient.
I'm free to roam where my heart wants to go.
Just like the buffalo.
All right. All right.
Are you ready
so
for this?
what is my first challenge?
Your first challenge is the Italian margarita.
Okay. I accept.
My name is Matt. I work at Bova restaurant, and this drink was called the Italian Margarita.
So we should talk about the Italian margarita. This is Matt's
Right.
Italian margarita.
Matt's Italian margarita.
At Bova Ristorante in Boca Raton.
Correct.
And he makes a terrible margarita with I uses sweetened lime juice and simple syrup.
Ooh,
and
double
it's just,
double sweet.
yeah, and amaretto, which is already a
Triple
sweet.
sweet.
This is terrible.
Lime juice, some simple syrup, and of course, Oro Azul tequila.
Okay. What else is in this cocktail?
And Oro Azul tequila.
Oro Azul
Which
tequila.
I don't even know if that tequila exists
Listen,
anymore.
I will tell you, I have searched the interwebs to try to get, because I again want this to be the most authentic version. Could not find it.
We don't. Yeah, I don't think that it exists.
And we live in San Diego.
Yeah.
And tequila is not hard to come by in these parts.
No, it is a very common spirit in Southern California in general.
Right. So the fact that I can't find this means
I don't think it
I
exists.
don't think it exists anymore.
And I will also say that Bova Ristorante in Boca Raton also does not exist anymore.
No.
Um,
R.I.P. Matt Bova.
yeah, so it was the guy, one of the like investors. It was like he was part of a big Ponzi scheme.
Oh no.
And it went, during the Great Recession, it went out of business. So you can't get an original Matt's Italian margarita anymore.
But you could try. And you're gonna try.
And I am gonna try because I hate myself. Okay, so the faithfully recreated version of Matt's Italian margarita
Yes.
from Bova Ristorante. And
And I expect this to be
I'm
authentic.
gonna try my best. So Matt's video, or the DrinksTV video, it has 4,000 views, 4 likes,
Okay.
14 dislikes,
14 dislikes.
no comments.
I'll say this, guys. Whether you like or dislike, subscribe.
There you go. So we're using 3/4 of an ounce of Cointreau as the specs called for.
Right.
He does free pour,
He does free
but
pour.
he, unlike some of the DrinksTV bartenders, he actually tells you how much he thinks he is putting in the drink.
Right.
So I'm going based on what he thinks he is putting in the drink.
Okay.
He is doing 3/4 Cointreau. He is doing 2 ounces of sweetened lime juice. Sweetened lime juice.
Sweetened lime juice.
Which is really the downfall of this drink, in my opinion.
It's real green, though. Drinking Midori.
It is, yeah. It's really awful looking. Especially when you mix it with like a brown amaretto. As if the lime juice was not sickly sweet enough, he adds another 1/2 ounce of simple syrup because he hates his customers.
Or thinks they're sweet.
And then he does 2.5 ounces of Oro Azul tequila.
Right.
We do not have Oro Azul tequila, so we are using Espolon Blanco.
Because he does use a Blanco tequila.
It's the Oro Azul Blanco.
Right. Nailed it.
2.5.
Ooh.
And then he says, oh wait, no, he actually floats the amaretto, so it's an ounce of amaretto, but he floats it. So then we're gonna shake it with some ice.
Shake some ice. How does it smell? Can I smell it? Oh boy.
Yeah.
sounds awful. You're killing it right now.
Yeah, thanks. All right, and then you pour the contents. Do we have this strain?
How does he strain it?
Oh yeah, that's right. He does. He strains it like this. He goes like this. He does this move. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare for me because this is not a technique with which I have a lot of familiarity.
Oh, but you're killing it right now.
He does that move.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
That's
go.
a pretty good wash line,
I
actually.
think so. Listen, ideally, I think he knew what he was doing, like measurement-wise.
He I cannot stress enough how much better he is than 90% of the people on.
Yeah, he's
videos.
actually one of the better.
Because he just gets in, he tells you the specs,
he shakes.
shows you how to do it.
He kind of strains.
All right, and then an ounce of amaretto to float. It looks like he uses Di Serono, so that's what we're going to use.
Yeah. Again,
It's hard to tell. I paused it on it, but
true
it's
to
really
the
hard to tell.
video. It was shaped that way, and Di Serono has a very
Kind of a unique
distinct
bottle.
bottle. Yeah.
Amaretto.
Then this is it. This is the drink.
This is it.
I'm going to make you taste this first.
Wow.
You made me make it.
Usually you like to drink it first before you hand it to me.
Yes, that is correct. Usually with a drink that I think is going to be good, I will take a sip first.
Okay, I'm gonna drink this, and I think I'm
Do you
gonna...
want the beer chaser for this? Because it really is not going to be a good drink.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm very frightened right now. It already looks very strange. It's got like a weird brown bottom.
Yeah, the amaretto is actually
It
sort of
sunk
sinking
to the bottom. Your float did not float.
No.
It actually sank.
Yeah, you want to pour an amaretto sink on
Yeah.
this one?
I think we should make sure that we let people know that it is in fact a sink. I'm gonna taste all amaretto, aren't I?
Yeah, maybe do like the straw from the middle so that you get sort of a...
Oh, I
don't
see.
know.
I see.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Oh God. That's
What tasting notes do you get?
I'm gonna take this very seriously.
Yeah, please do.
Just like not good sugar. Sugar.
Like high fructose corn syrup?
Yes.
Something like that? Like, what is
Fake
this?
syrup. Yeah, it does taste artificial. Is it high fructose?
Yeah,
corn syrup?
this uses high fructose corn syrup.
Okay, so I taste a lot of that, but that makes sense. There's 2 ounces of it, and like a hint of like lime flavored something.
Okay, there's a suggestion of lime in
It's
there.
a suggestion of lime, like you know when you get like Otter Pops and they're like lime flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
okay.
this tastes
So
like.
artificial lime
Artificial
and
lime.
artificial sugar.
Correct.
Do you taste the tequila or the amaretto at all?
I get a little bit of the tequila at the end. It's just drowning in. Maybe. What if I try from like the bottom?
Try from the bottom. I would say try one from the bottom, one from the middle, and one from the top.
Okay,
And
I think
then
that's how you do
in
it.
your mind, kind of combine all of those.
I'm sorry I made you make this.
It's bad. I haven't even tasted it, and I know that it's
I
bad.
think you should.
It smells bad. It looks bad.
I don't know why I'm drinking so much of this.
Yeah, don't go too crazy with it.
But I'm trying to get notes out of it. Because that's what one does. I taste like the amaretto. If like amaretto was like swimming in more lime juice. I can't even I don't even taste the tequila.
Which is weird because there's 2.5 ounces.
There's 2.5 ounces of it, but there's 2 ounces of this stuff.
Yep.
Let me try it from the top now.
Try it from the top.
Why am I torturing myself?
Started from the bottom. Now we're here at the
Mhm.
top of this terrible drink.
Okay, it tastes a little bit of tequila.
Okay.
And
So the tequila rises, in other words.
tequila rises.
Okay. All right.
Amaretto sinks.
Mhm.
Tequila rises. It just and there was Cointreau in here, right?
Yes, there was also Cointreau.
Can't
You
taste it.
Not at all.
Can't taste it.
It just gets
I'm
buried.
gonna hand this back to you.
Give it a shot.
Kind of looks like your shirt, like the layers. You
Yeah,
know,
I can see
layers.
Oh my god. Okay, so here are my tasting notes. This
Yeah.
tastes like a nightclub bathroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It tastes like you know when when you've had like a really rough night and you throw up your alcohol, but then you try to drink another drink to like get the taste out of your mouth.
Right.
That's kind of what this reminds me of, is that like tequila shot mixed with bad decision and a little bit of vomit.
Okay, that makes sense.
I do get the Cointreau.
You do?
Like, yeah, there's like this orangey nonsense that sort of... I think that the problem is that it's so overpowered by the lime.
Yeah.
But it's like... It's almost like if you took one of those, like, yellow Gatorades, you know, those, like, original style Gatorades?
Yeah, the OG.
And you pour tequila in that.
Okay, yes. Yeah. Or like, you know, those
like if you're like,
drinks.
yeah, like if you're one of those like alcoholic moms at like your son's soccer game and you're like, no, I'm just drinking fucking Gatorade, and it's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. Okay, yeah, I can see that.
I don't know, like, I'm trying to think, like, in 2006, I go to an Italian restaurant, I sit down, it's like a, you know, let's say it's fancy, I don't know if it is, I don't know if Bova was that fancy, I think it's like, you know.
It's fine.
Mid to high end, like mid-high end. It's better than Olive Garden, but it's not a real fine dining
But it's not a Buco de Beppo.
I think it's about Buco de Beppo.
Okay. Because they take you out to like the kitchen, you come in and you see all like, you know, you're getting real Italian food at Buco de Beppo.
Yeah, I think like if I got this, right, I'm at an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, you want your chicken,
like chicken marsala or something like that.
Yeah. What do you want to wash it down with?
Let's do Matt's Italian margarita.
Right.
And they gave me this in a fucking pint glass with a straw that had it, like his straw like has a little wrapper on the end of it, and they're
That's
just like,
true. We are trying to be eco-friendly because again, we live in San Diego.
Yeah, we're fucking bougie hipsters.
So yeah.
Like, I wouldn't send it back, but I would just sort of silently regret my life.
Can I tell you right now, when you said that it tastes like bad decisions, I took a huge gulp of that.
That is its own bad decision right there.
My stomach hurts now.
Yeah.
So I'm a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
But that's okay, because we're going to keep going, because science.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, congratulations, Darren, on passing the first round of this DrinksTV challenge.
Thank you.
But
on to round 2, which is probably going to be more difficult.
I think it's going to be more difficult. I honestly think it's the most difficult of all the rounds, because you have to use what's in front of you.
And I don't like what's in front of me, I'm going to be honest with you.
Matt's Italian Margarita round 2.
This is the challenge where I have to use all and only the ingredients that are in the original drink and try to mess with the specs to get them to the goal here is just drinkable, right?
Correct.
Like the goal here is I'm not trying to make a good drink, because if I were trying to make a good drink, I would use almost none of these ingredients.
Yeah.
So the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of tequila.
I washed those and they're over there. Oops.
I'll do 1.5 ounces of tequila. And they say to start with your cheapest ingredient first.
So in this case is the Oro Azul.
Oro Azul tequila.
Not a knock on Oro Azul if you still exist. We would like to see if that actually is good tequila.
Yeah, send us a bottle. I've never had it.
Send us a bottle. What else?
All you Oro
Prove
Azul
us
heads
wrong.
out there. Okay, and then I'm going to do just 1/2 ounce of amaretto. And the reason that I'm taking the amaretto down is that this drink already, because I have to use sweetened lime juice and simple syrup, it's just so freaking sweet that any amount of sweetness that I can dial down to the extent possible. Now, I don't want to totally ruin the integrity of the drink by, like, taking out the amaretto, or, like, taking it down to a 1/4 ounce.
Right.
So, half ounce.
That's a good ingredient.
Yeah. And then what I'm going to do, and the reason I'm going to do this is that this lime juice is so bad. The drink is way too sweet, and I have to use both simple syrup and sweeten the lime juice.
Yes.
I would never do that in a million years.
Can we talk about sweetened lime juice for like a quick second?
Yeah.
What makes it so bad?
There's a few things. One, you can't, I mean, with fresh lime juice, you can just dial up or down how much you want so that you can make it a little more sour, a little more tart, a little more sweet, whatever you want to do. And then you can kind of play with a simple syrup or some sort of sweetener to get the levels right. With this, you can't. You just have to deal with whatever amount they decide to give you.
Right.
And then the other thing, of course, is that, like, it's not fresh. It's, you know, it's high fructose corn syrup. It's a lot of really, like, ingredients that you probably shouldn't be messing with, especially at, like, a high-end Italian restaurant. Like, that's what's so crazy about
Correct.
this.
So let's just say, for example, when you read your ingredients off for the lime juice, or the sweetened lime juice, you would assume that the first ingredient would be limes.
Lime juice,
Lime
like
juice
that.
concentrate. First ingredient, water. Then second ingredient, high fructose corn syrup. Lime juice concentrate. It's a lot.
I will say there is a time for sweetened lime juice. So, like, a Rose's sweetened lime juice in a gimlet, like, it has this sort of classic taste that's really difficult to reproduce, because we've tried and never really gotten anywhere close. But.
Correct.
But that said, almost every single drink is better served just using fresh lime juice, and then if you need to put simple syrup, you can do it, you can mess with the ingredients.
Right.
So, alright, so we got our tequila, we got our amaretto. I'm going to, because there's already too much sweetness, I'm actually going to dial up the Cointreau. Because there's like a...
Which is something I was missing.
Yeah, it's the only way to get this drink balanced, right? Is to... Yeah, I mean, it's like, get a little bit more of this. It's not the best. I wouldn't want to do... I'm going to do an ounce of Cointreau. I wouldn't normally do that much, because I don't think that it's that great. But,
it's no Grand Marnier.
I'm playing the hand I'm dealt.
Correct.
And then I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, because I don't want that much sweetness. This is already an insanely sweet drink.
What a vicious game I've had you play.
This is, like, this one in particular is a real challenge. And then I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of the sweet lime juice, just because I don't like it.
Scant.
You want to smell that? Is that passable?
It smells better than the original. I will say that. Because I can smell other things than the sweetened lime juice. Here, shake.
Shake that up. And then I'm going to use a
beautiful
big rocks glass with a big rock in it, because, you know, why not?
Why not?
And then I'll double strain, because you don't want
I know
those
it's not
nice chips.
clear. You come down, YouTube universe.
Yeah, those people that are obsessed with clear ice.
Love clear ice.
It doesn't fucking taste any different. They do it for the Instagram, you know? That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, I get it.
Alright, I'm going to actually taste this one first.
Okay. Move my chaser out of the way. It already looks better, too, by the way.
I'm going to be honest, it's not great.
At least I don't have to, like, sip it 3 different times to get different notes.
Yeah.
I will say this. If I were at a Buco de Beppo,
Yeah.
and they handed me this with my, you know, parpadelli or whatever, bolognese, I wouldn't love it. I wouldn't love it.
This is 2006, pre-cocktail renaissance.
Correct.
Right? You know, we're still in the Bush era. You know, the Great Recession hasn't taken place. You gotta get in that mindset.
Yeah.
You sit down. Oh, Matt's Italian margarita. Let's try this.
I would order this though. I would order it and I would drink it because I don't want to offend anybody. It is much better than the original.
Okay.
But I don't think that it is a good drink.
No, it is not. I would not picture it on a menu.
No.
Let me try it again.
Yeah, try it again. Get some more notes on that.
I think I might have overplayed the Cointreau.
No, I think that you did just enough Cointreau. I actually am glad that you did.
You know what? Hold on.
This tastes like a buco de beppo to me.
It kind of tastes like a popsicle.
Yeah.
You know, like one of those or like a lime otter pop.
We've mentioned Otter Pops twice now, by the way.
I mean,
we love an Otter Pop.
love Otter Pops.
Yeah, it does taste like kind of like those because they taste more of the booze,
Yeah.
which is good. It does taste like those those frozen alcoholic pops that were so hot this
Yes,
summer.
like vodka pops or whatever you can get at Costco.
Yeah. Lime flavored.
Yeah.
Which is great.
It's still, I used a quarter ounce of that lime, and it's still just
It is
so
very
present
overpowering.
in this. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous. I might have, in retrospect, maybe a little bit less Cointreau, maybe even a little bit more Amaretto. I don't really taste a whole lot of the Amaretto.
Yeah, I mean, you did make the decision to not sink it.
I didn't sink it. Yeah, I put it in. That's right. I didn't try to float the Amaretto like a fucking psychopath. I just put it in the drink and mixed it up because it's fine to do that.
But that's what makes it Italian. That's what he said.
He
It
does.
makes
He
it
says
Italian.
that that's what makes it Italian.
First he grabs the Cointreau on accident, and then he says, wrong bottle,
And then that's what makes it Italian.
grabs the
Amaretto.
And then to make it Italian, a little wrong bottle. Amaretto.
Okay, well, you've created a drink.
Yep,
That's
I sure
it.
did.
That's it. That's it.
I have created a drink.
Round 3.
Take 3.
Here we go.
So what I decided is you want something that keeps the ingredients basically the same, but
Correct.
you want to play up the Amaretto, which we actually don't have. It's right here.
Now you do.
You want to play up the Amaretto, and you want to play up the tequila, and you want the lime and the other ingredients to kind of just like highlight those.
Right.
So, here's what I came up with. First of all, I switched out the tequila for a reposado tequila. This is what I call Cascadores.
Because we got it at Costco.
You can get it at Costco for like $20 for a giant thing, and it's actually a really good tequila.
So shout out to Casadores.
Ounce and a half of that guy. And that splashed everything.
Splash.
And then I also switched out the Cointreau for Grand Marnier. This is a little more chocolatey? Richer, darker.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so sort of cartoonish the way
Right.
the Cointreau is. So, and I'm going to do a half ounce of that.
Cartoonish.
Cointreau is kind of a cartoonish.
If Cointreau was a cartoonish liqueur, this is CW grown-up version of it.
This is a gritty reboot.
Yes.
And then for the sweetener, I'm actually going to use orgeat, which it's almondy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too sweet because you already have amaretto. You already, you don't need more sweetness.
Correct.
So I'm just going to kind of like do a half ounce of this. It plays really well with the tequila.
Should play well with the amaretto. Real nutty.
Yeah. Half ounce of that. And then 3/4 ounce of fresh lime juice.
Fresh lime
juice. Not your fucking sweet nonsense.
Tell me how you really feel about sweetened lime juice.
And then let's shake that up.
Shake it up. Add some ice. Ice it up. Get icy with it.
What else?
That's all I got.
Fair.
I'm gonna make sure I cleanse my palate before I drink this. You also have a beautiful coupe glass.
Yeah, I do. And I'm gonna double strain it.
Double strain, because you're not a monster.
Right, don't want those little ice chips in there.
Mm-mm.
Want this to be a smooth experience for your Boca Raton Italian eating customers.
Right. If you were to eat grandma's lasagna, you were gonna have a grand old time with this.
And then I'm going to do some orange blossom spray.
Ooh.
As like
fun.
yeah, so this is the orange blossom, but I put it in a little spray can.
Yeah.
Three squirts sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And then to give it some, some heft,
Yeah.
some oomph, I'm also going to do a float of mezcal. This is the Mal Bien, which I believe stands for Bad Good.
Bad good.
And it is mostly good, so
Yeah.
good on
A
that.
little bar spoon to that. Great smoky flavor to it as well. Malbien in particular.
Yeah, it's a nice, and also I overbought the Mal Bien. I actually accidentally bought two.
It's really good though. So
And here it is. That's the drink.
that's the drink.
It's not bad.
How does it pair with your chicken marsala?
Yeah, I think if you order something called an Italian margarita, and you're served that, you'll be at least,
I would consider that an Italian margarita.
yeah, you'd be like, oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. I really enjoy the fresh lime juice because I can actually taste the lime without it being overly processed.
Yeah.
I also enjoy the orange blossom, which kind of adds a kind of fun little, effervescence
Yeah,
to
it gives it a little je ne sais quoi.
Yes, and I'm even tasting the what is it called? The mezcal.
Oh yeah, the float.
I think our light went out. Oh well.
Oh yeah, it did.
Good thing we're at the end of this video. But yeah, here it is.
All right.
The Matt Bova.
The Matt Bova.
Shout out to Matt from Bova.
I wonder what Matt's up to these days,
Yeah.
What do you think old Matt's doing?
Matt, if you ever find this,
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe, and then comment below.
And also comment if you're Matt on what the fuck the Drinks TV process was like.
We would love to have you on this show.
Oh yeah. Anybody that is involved in Drinks TV in any capacity, get in touch with us. This is
Slide into our
fascinating.
DMs. That would be amazing.
Do we have DMs?
We have you can follow us on Instagram
There you
at House Pour TV.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Drinks TV because that's
We stole the
we stole that. But same thing on Twitter as well. So
House Pour TV.
House Pour TV.
Follow us, like and subscribe, comment below.
Yeah.
How would you change this drink?
Right. Maybe you like the original. Tell us why.
Yeah. Or don't.
Or don't. Don't do that.
Just it's torture for us having to read that.
Anyways.
One more time.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I enjoy it. I tend to like things anyway that have an orange blossom spray to them.
I want to mention like and subscribe, which we said, comment below, but also ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
All right. Goodbye forever.
Bye forever.